Okay guys, let's go. Another card review for you. Cutlass S4. 4 mana 3/4. Attacks the left and right minion as a battle cry, and if you outcast it. Value play. Why would Demon want to play value cards? Doesn't make sense to me. Next one. Death Speaker Blackfall. Battle cry. Summon 3 death minions that cost 5 or less from your deck. Why? Why would you want to play this? What kind of... Yeah, and then it gets capped to 5 mana or less. Nope. Can't play value cards that late in the game. Turn 7 you should be winning. Sigil of Flame. Delay Hellfire. Use your own board. Should be okay in a control deck, but Demon Hunt control decks don't exist. Vengeful Spirit. Draw 2 different units at the outcast. Kinda like an Elvish Minstrel with better stats. How hard is it to outcast 4 drop? Can be tricky. Which remains to see what kind of death rattles Demon Hunter would ever want to play in the decks. But drawing 2 cards is not bad. We've seen it with the Elvish Minstrel. Sometimes just pure card draw gets there. Even if you have to kinda play some mediocre cards, just drawing 2 cards of a decently standard body is often good enough by itself. So Vengeful Spirit might get there. It doesn't require you to play another card like the Elvish Minstrel did. So the Elvish Minstrel was just in effect you play 2 and you draw 2. But this is actually pure card draw. You only have to play the 1 card to draw 2 cards. So Vengeful Spirit, you have some potential play. Razorfin Beastmaster, through a free death rattle somewhere in the different 4 lists. Can play around with some shredder action if it gets a shredder down. Yeah, it's a value play. But I don't quite know why you would play a value deck with Demon Hunters. Probably not good. Sigil of Silence as the start of your next instance all enemy units. It's a silence, but delayed silence. Alright, Tusk Piercer, different, more different. 1 2. This could get there. This could be pretty decent. Yeah, Tusk Piercer, good card. Valko, strictly better landscaping. Razorbull, so many different units that cost 3 or less from there. It's kinda like that, not the piloted shredder, the reworked shredder from Doomsday. Pretty good. Just what kind of death rattles will you typically play in a Demon Hunter deck? Fury, yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's go. Go for Rune Totem. After you cast a nature spell, do a friendly minion, give another friendly minion +2/+2, so it can't buff itself, which is unfortunate. It's kind of bad because you play a 3 mana 2/4, it has to survive, you have to play something else, and then a spell, so you need 3 cards just for some payoff that's not too good, and it's unlikely to play. Played more Neurotic. After a friendly minion was torn die, summon a new copy of it without kinda like Calfuzard for half the mana, but not quite as good and it only works with taunts. So you would basically have to have some sort of board with taunt minions, and then you drop it, and then you value trade, and then you get all those minions back, but now without. If only this was a warrior card, then boy, I would love to play this in Taunt Warrior. But it is not. So what kind of taunt minions can you really be playing in Druid? Probably not enough support yet, but may get there one day. Druid of the Plains. It's a good card, but you have to get to 7. It's not quite as easy. Not that easy. But then it trades, and then it becomes a 6/7 with taunt as long as it survives. And I think the frenzy minions of Russia are going to be great. But still, you have to get to 7, and there's no real Druid deck that gets to 7. So that often, so probably not gonna make it. Celestial Alignment kinda reminds me of that stupid 4 mana thing that gave you 10 mana crystals and discarded your hand. It's really bad. Really bad. Really bad. Having C, Grobius reduces cost by 1. Can be used to tutor specific beasts. Beast Dread has never been good. Probably one. Still won't be good. Give a minion +2/+2. If it has taunt, add a copy of it. Mark of the Splash. Why is this not a warrior card? Your first minion was told to play all these great warrior cards that aren't in warrior. Price Fury. You can pay 1 mana to give all your things +1/+1. Why would you pay 4 mana to give it +1/+3? Yep. Thick Hide Kodo. Yeah, it's like that warrior card. It's a 5 mana 4/5 of taunt that gains 4 armor when it dies. So pretty bad power creep, yeah. Gains more armor and it costs 1 less, but it has 1 less power. And it's again a strictly better Sends and Shield Master, and yeah, pretty good. You could probably consider playing this in those lists that run the Vargov and that formula spell that gives you 6 armor and gives you a 4-drop. So yeah, pretty good. You'll play this in Druid. I think it's a great tool to last to your to the late game. Great option card, and it's common too, so you have no problem. Form growth increase is kinda like the one that gives 1/2s with lifesteal. Consider it in Token Druid. Pretty good. Maybe you'll get there. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go. Travis Stonepike. Another Beast Hunter card. What do I think of it? It has 5 toughness and a free power. In a free drop, so it'll probably survive play it turn 3. Yeah. It's really bad. Don't play it. Barrens. It is hunter draw. So basically it's a card that says draw a tracking, a secret, and a kill command. Would you play a 5 mana 3/4 that gives you a tracking, a secret, and a kill command? That remains to be seen. Kokar Pekran. It's kinda like a Violet Teacher, but it costs half the mana, and it's for some reason a beast, a hunter card. It's really bad. Don't play it. Why would you play it? Yep. Also Wrangler. Discover a beast in your deck. Give all copies of it +2/+1. So I'm assuming the copy you get also gets +2/+1. Yeah, do you remember that 4 mana 3/3 that discovered the beast? Tomb Spider. Seems like a decent upgrade to it. Yeah, great card. Maybe if the beast deck gets there, this will be a center part of it. Do you want to spend your turn 4 discovering a card? Well, the buff makes it so that pretty much anything you can get is worth playing next turn, but it's weird. Hunter typically it's a value card, but at turn 4 you kinda need to commit something real to the board. And this is just a free. So while you can play your early game to set up later turns, but by turn 4 you should be starting to win already. I don't think it's a good. I'll probably play it in a hunter beast deck, but I'll probably be losing a lot at the same time. Sunskull Raptor. 1 mana 1/3. Beast. Good. You play it, especially on standard. Kind of reminds me of the 1 mana 2/1 that shuffles a 4/3 into your deck. But in standard at least it'll be a great. You'll play it. If there's a hunter deck and it wants a 1-drop, it'll play it. There's no doubt about it. You actually played a Dire Maul at one stage and it was just a vanilla 1/3 beast. So in standard at least, if hunter is a thing, you'll play it. Prospectus Caravan. Hand buffs. It's really bad. Don't play it. Time Beast. Summon the 2/2 beast to rush. It's bad. Don't play it. Wound Prey. Yeah, there was this old card that dealt 1 damage and summoned the 1/1 Hound. Another strictly better card. Petco. It is great. Petco, you'll play. Oh, gee, this is a god. Discover a beast, a secret, or a weapon. So you'll play the Secret Hunter, for sure. You'll play it in Beast Hunter, for sure. You'll play it in Rhino Hunter, for sure. You'll play it in Order Hunter, because it will give you access to secrets. So in Order Hunter, it'll be pretty much decent because you can just take whatever secret you get and then you can play the secret and get a power on turn 4. So The only hunter that won't play is the evil hunter, because it can't. So amazing, amazing discover card. Not good. Great card. You will be seeing a lot of that, boy. Piercing shot. 6 damage to minion, excess damage is enemy hero. So it's kinda like a rolling ball thing that deals 8 and from mage, and then hits adjacent minions, but it's kinda like that 3-mana secret from mages, but in a 4-mana spell, but it can target. Great. We've typically seen on Hunter any 4-mana spell that kills something and does something else as seen play. We've gotten the 4-mana one that dealt 4 to a creature and discovered a spell. You had the one that you dealt 3 and gave you a 3/3, so very good card. Very good. It is kind of a value play, but it has at least a value play that also pushes damage through. So you can consider this, you know, that is typically the value cards that has made it in Hunter, is those that push damage through while giving you some sort of way. So those two are brilliant cards. And you'll be seeing tons of them. Barrens Grasp. It is a frost nova that costs 1 more and is your body. You'll play it in Arena Mage, you just play it in all the mages. It's such a great impact card. You'll still have your plays with Doomsayer. They'll still be a very relevant play. It's a bit worse because the body gets killed by Doomsayer, but still it's Frost Nova Doomsayer just costs 1 more, but still you'll be able to get that combo off a fair bit more regularly, so good. More Dresh Fire. What do we make of this? It's a 10-mana card. Unlikely to see play. Just like any other 10-mana card. Okay, Luminary. Yeah, there's already a tier 1 mage deck that discovers a lot of spells that don't end up, that didn't start in his deck, and this just seems like a brilliant inclusion. You already have that stupid elemental that gives you a lot of spells. Hurricane one, I can't remember its name, and just discounts all of them. But not, they won't cost 0, but still, even as a value play, you should get more of a discount than what it costs, and it commits a body to the board while discounting your cards. It'll be great. Probably going to have a resurgence of that spell mage deck. It's really good. Gonna see a ton of play. Wildfire. Good card. Pity it's a 2-drop because I would love to play it in Hot Mage. Even Mage may enjoy it. So in Even Mage you can consider this a 3-drop. And I'm assuming it increases your damage of your hero power for the rest of the game. Good card. Richt's Apprentice. Fire your hero power to all units. There was that old card that was a 3-mana 2/2 that dealt 1 damage to all creatures, and now all enemy creatures. Now this is a 4-mana 3/5 that does it, but also pings the enemy hero. Good card. It's gonna enable a lot of strategies, and it's just good. Not bad. Will do work for you against God Paladin. That's a good card. Flurry, freeze a random enemy. A lot of spell mages like 0-mana spells, and one that freezes minions is good. I've played my fair share of freezing potions, and this will probably see play in similar deck. It is a random enemy minion and it can't keep your opponent from attacking with a weapon, but probably pretty decent in Flamemaker decks, and yeah, good card. Runtime, another Violet Teacher variant. It is primo stats with upside, and sometimes you just play primo stats as a value play or as a tempo card, and this has very real upside, and 1/1 elementals that freeze off. It's gonna be annoying. Very good card. Can you consider playing that in an arena deck? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Those lists probably have higher value free drops that they can play, but great card. Rune Orb, deal 2 damage, discover a spell. It's good. May just play the 3-mana deal 3 that shuffles Fireball into your deck, and this just seems like a strict upgrade. It's not strictly better, but it's just better. It's not strictly better, but it's better. It costs 1 less, it does 1 less damage, but you get the spell immediately. That's brilliant. Probably see tons on it. Oasis Ally, sorry, Ally. Why? Why would you want a secret to give your water element? And then how many minions does Secret Mage typically have? I can see it in a Secret Mage deck because they have a lot of dogs. And yeah, pretty good card. I will probably see play in Secret Mage. Some Secret Mage lists already run the 3-mana secret that gives you a 4-drop, and this just seems like a strict upgrade. See a lot of it. Refreshing Spring Water. You'll play it. It'll do the job for you. It'll be always good. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be spectacular, but you'll play it. Phew, there's some brilliant cards in this expansion. Schedule Roam. Rush Divine Shield. Whenever this attack reduces the cost of holy spells in your hand by 1. Now cost reduction mechanic. 4-mana 4/3 with Rush and Divine Shield, already brilliant. And then this, yeah, it's incredible. I'm assuming all the Librams are going to be holy spells. Well, I don't mind Libram support because anything that keeps players from playing Odd Paladin and Wild is okay by me. Veteran War Medic. It's a Violet Teacher that gives 2 mana 2/2s, and they have lost it. but only triggers of a holy spell. So many valid teachers these days. Your player, they'll do a job. Any value you can get off playing your cards has typically always been good, and yeah, good card. Give a random friendly minion plus 3 attack. Probably sees play in Hot Paladin, which is unfortunate because that deck is absolutely toxic. Sword of the Fallen. After your zero attacks, cast a secret from your deck. Can get not revenge. What is that stupid thing that triggers of a creature dying? Yeah, could be okay. Can get all my yogs. Getting all my yogs is a pretty decent way to keep your opponents from wrecking your board with a mass removal spell. Pretty good. Northwatch Commander, Battle Cry. If you can control a secret draw minion, how many towns are you going to control a secret on turn 3 as a paladin? Pretty weird card. Soldier's Caravan. Even Paladin just got some good stuff. Yeah, point it out. Get 2 boots. Pretty good card. If it doesn't survive, then it doesn't survive, but it only really needs to survive once, and then it's doing work. So this is a good card. Invigorating Sermon. It's like a Teleseth. And deck and battlefield. It buffs all your... Probably can make a case for it in hand buff Paladin. Pretty good. Secret. It's a bad card, don't play it. Battle Cry, draw early spell. All 1-drops that draw cards I've always seen play in Hearthstone. I don't think this will be in any way different. Please. So you flash heal yourself, and then you play this, and then it deals 5 to all enemy minions. Seems okay. Serena Bloodfeather. Choose an enemy minion, still attack and alpha until this has more. So it basically turns you halve the power and toughness of a creature. Okay. Why? Don't know. Condemn. So it deals. So it's a strictly better version than that mage spell that dealt 1 to all enemies. Okay. It's probably going to be run in Reno Priestess alongside the 3-mana 2/2 that deals 2 to everything, and it'll probably do work for me. Priest of Unchained. Taunt. So you play this on 6 where you flash heal, and then you get an 8/8 taunt. Pretty bad. Or you can circle of healing and then get a 8/8 taunt on 5. It doesn't work with a resurrect mechanics, so it won't seem to. Shower Elemental. Great. Ooh, this will be probably pretty good in the Old Quest Beast. Yeah, pretty good, but you have to survive to 6. That's not easy though. Void Flyer? Why would you have spells in there is the Big Priest does kind of have a lot of spells in its hand, but I don't see why they would play this. Soothsayer's Caravan, at the start of your turn, copy a spell from your opponent's deck. It's bad, don't play it. Desperate Prayer. Why would you want to restore health to your opponent's hero? It's kind of like an anti-aggro tool that while your opponent has 30 health, does deal 5 to yourself. But while you already have flash use, so I don't see why you would play that. The Devouring Plague. It's good. It'll kill things, it'll gain your life, anti-aggro tool. You'll play it. We know it, mages will probably play it, and feel pretty good about it. Power and Fortitude. Give him another plus 3 plus 5. It is just a bad Power Shield Tentacle. Power Shield Tentacle was a 5-mana spell that gave you a minion plus 2 plus 6. So, you can forego 1 point of power for extra point of toughness. So, nope. Scared Carabaya. You'll play it. That's a great tempo card. Apothecary Hellbrun. Battlecry Differ. And a random poison card. There was that old 4-mana 3/2 that gave you similar. Zyx. Yeah. Depends on how good poison cards are. Yoink, discover a hero power. Set it to 0. Sword of the 2. You'll play it. Probably not. It's a great tempo card. Like I'm thinking like all the options are great for rocks. Like okay, the upgraded mage one, you deal 4 damage over 2 turns. So it's like an insect. But you can target 2 things and you kill 2, so it's better than this. The Druid deals 4 can do 4 armor, brilliant, incidental armor gain, well, still committing damage. Okay, the rogue one, great, get a better weapon, brilliant. With the warlock one, draw the cards, but it deals damage yourself, so that's probably the only one you avoid. The hunter one deals 6 damage, so that's brilliant. And the priest one heals for it, which is also very relevant because we typically crave heals in a rogue deck. So yeah, all the options are great. Maybe the warlock one is the worst of them all, but seeing as you discover, you should have at least 2 other options that are great. Oh, and the demon hunter one is a bit weak. And the paladin gives you 4 dudes, which is also a bit iffy, but goodness, another great tempo rogue card. I'll be enjoying that one, that's for sure. Probably not gonna last long until the Banhammer hits that. Swine Tusk Shank. Bad card. Will Rick ambush it. Deal 2 damage. If this enters your hand distance, you'll fall instead. It's a good card. It's not typical rogue card, but that's a good card. Well played. Probably pretty good in arena, and pushes damage through. Oh, great card. Not quite sure why it's a rogue card, but you'll play. Paralactic poison. Give your weapon +1 attack and hero is UI. That effect is way too weak to consider having a card that does it in your deck. Field contact. After you play a battle cry, combo card, roll card. I don't see it. Because you don't have problems drawing cards in Rogue. I don't see it. It'll die too many times before it does it. I might consider hitting Humble on this one because it is a recurring draw engine, so we'll see. So relief poison, give your weapon after your hero attacks, draw a card. Brilliant in Kingsbane Rogue. Brilliant in every rogue. You'll be seeing a lot of that. I'd rather play this one instead of field contact, because if you have a weapon on board, it should draw you 2 cards. It's brilliant. Wicked Stab. Give this right. It's good. We play it. The whole games of it. Efficient Octobot. Do you guys remember when we played 6 mana 5/5 that reduced the cost of cards in your hand by 1, and now there's a 2-drop that does it. And for some reason it's a mech. Why? Cost reduction mechanics are never good for the card games, and it's good, high power card, but it's gonna be bad for us. Rukan, nature damage, +3. It's good. Play it as a value card on turn 4. Can't have to kill it. It's not that easy to kill it. You'll play it. It'll be good. Even if you have no spells on hand and 4 mana 5/4, it's entirely acceptable. You'll play it. It's a good card. Fireman's a Frugal. Why would a Murloc deck want to deal that? It deals damage to all units, alright? So it pings every time. Pretty weak. Murloc decks and Shaman is a pretty mini deck, but I don't know if you play that in that deck. Chain Lightning. Deal 2 damage to a minion and a random adjacent. This card already existed as a hunter spell, the kind of explosive shock variant, but that cost 3, so it's already another strictly better card. Lilypad Lurker. 5 mana 4/5 dad. Turns a thing into a frog. It's very good. Typically the problem that elemental decks have is the payoff cards aren't elementals themselves, so you can't chain payoff cards. This one is an elemental, which is great. Nothing can stop this. Anything can happen, but it costs half the mana. But it can't cost 0. If you play Shaman, play a Murloc deck, you play it and you'll win games, and it'll be very annoying if you lose against. Earth Revenant. It's a 2 mana 4 mana 2/6 taunt that deals 1 damage to all enemy minions on a battle cry. Yeah, it's a fair good magic card, but you gotta wonder when you play Shaman, why don't you just play 4 mana 7/7s? 4 mana 7/7s is such an easy and cheap way to win. Why would you play this out? And then you have the 4 mana 4/4 that gets +1/+1 for all your totems. That's often the 6/6 when you play it, and then you have the 3/6 elemental guy that gets +1 1 to 4 attack buff and the battle cry. That's often 7/6 for 4. There's just too many better Shaman 4-drops, which is unfortunate. I just wish this cost was a warrior card, because unfortunately the competition for 4-drops and Shaman is just too rough for this guy, which is unfortunate because it's a fair card, but unfortunately Wild hasn't much place for fair cards. Then you find Caravan. 2 mana 1/3 at the start of your turn, draw a Murloc. It's a Murloc value card. Why would you play a value card on a Murloc deck? You have to bash face. Basically have 5 turns to bash 30 points of damage. Yep. Spawn Pool Forager. So there was this one possessed villager. It's a strictly better version than that. Then it is probably Argent Squire. It's probably strictly better Argent Squire as well. Yeah, there was a couple of 1-drops that died and gave you another one. And can't believe they gave it a second point of toughness. This is, yeah, another strictly better card. South Coast Chieftain. This was a good one. Prime stat, if you control another Murloc, deal 2 damage. We've already seen that Shaman 2/3 that if you're playing an even deck, dealt 2 damage, and that was auto included in the archetype it was allowed, or you could play it in Great Murloc card. Combo's good with this one, that's for sure. Arrow Storm, if you play the elemental last turn, gain Russian infantry, and it is an elemental itself. That is the important part. Yeah, well, 3 mana 2/5 is not too bad as well, so even if the battle cry doesn't proc, probably be worth it by itself. And even if it doesn't proc, the fact that it's an elemental may make following plays proc, so not bad. Rain. Whenever you cast a shadow spell that costs 1 or more, and a copy of it it costs 0. Non-interactive draw indent. You'll see play. Maybe not immediately, but you'll see play. Mural Fiber. The deck is empty, open a portal and it fills your board free. What do we make of this guy? It's bad. Why would you go to fatigue just to put 3 tokens? It's bad. Blade. Altar of Fire. More 3 cards of each player's deck. Can't see a lot of it. You saw the Gnome Ferrata that was a 2-drop to just move 1 card of your opponent's deck, and that was pretty annoying, and it's gonna be bad. gonna be bad. At least it's not a creature, so you can't recur it with a... So you can't recur it. Okay. Barrens Scavenger, taunt. 6 mana, 6/6 taunts with upside. Also in wild you have the Lessing, Lessing Winger, that guy that removes all the free mana cost or less cards in your deck. This shouldn't be too hard to get to cost 1, and you draw a lot of cards in Warlock naturally, so yeah, pretty good card. 6/6/6, 6 mana 6/6 with total upside. Soul Red, deal 5 damage to all minions. Bad card, they're blue. Bloodshot Bristleback, another strictly better Houseman card. It was a 3 mana 3/3 last year in Priest old card, and this is just strictly better. Yeah. Oh, that feels really gross. Because it gains you 6 life in the late game. Yeah. You have to have 10 cards of few. You can play it as a value card on turn 3. And just get better as the game goes on. Oh, that feels pretty gross. Apothecary's Caravan. Probably pretty decent in the Zoo Warlock class, but those haven't existed for quite a while, so don't know if that'll get there. Swarm. Bad. Don't play. It's bad. Removal of the Sacrifices. For a friendly minion, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. That'll be pretty good in Egg Warlock. That's one of my favorite decks, so this will probably see play in Egg Warlock. As that'll be, I'm pretty sure they'll make a cut in Egg Warlock because Egg Warlock kinda needs something to get it to the mid game because it has a good strong turn 4 and 5 place, but it struggles with the more interactive decks. So this is pretty good. Couple up for them. Another Zoo card. Yeah. Pretty good. It's a 3 mana 4/4 basically. I would use the 4th power and toughness to a creature that's already on board, and when it dies, it does it again. Yeah, it's a fair card. But who knows if fair cards ever see play in wild. Rakara, Rush, after 3 million Texas Lava is 1 +1/+1. It's good. Rush Warrior already exists. They'll probably be pretty good. Overlord Southend, reserved to friendly minions. Probably a standard card. Motion Elite. More support for the Weapon Warrior. Actually, one of my favorite decks. Probably pretty good. Rancor. Deal 2 damage to all minions, gain 2 no choices. Good AoE. That's all, everything the warrior wants. Only this existed in an age where control warrior decks actually existed. Also Envoy. Frenzy game. It's bad. You didn't want that. Conditioning round. Give minions in your hand +1/+1. So it's kinda like a hand buff card, but it's pretty bad. Like Would Pirate Warrior play it? I doubt it. Because it can't spend its second turn playing such a weak card, and then later in the game it doesn't have any cards. So it's back. Outrider's Axe. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw a card. So probably never gonna play good old Frenzy on the War Axe again, which is sad. Draw the card, it deals damage, kills things. Great Warrior card. Stonewall, Anchorman, Rush, Frenzy, draw card. It's good. Immediate effect. It's gonna often trade, and when it does, it draws a card. You're probably gonna see a lot of that. Lot of that. Oh, great back, awesome. Whirling Combatant, Battleground Frenzy, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Makes you wonder if you could get good old Get In There back. Give a random taunt minion in your hand, +1 and copy. It's a great card. You played in Taunt Warrior. Taunt Warrior isn't a very good deck, but this will make it better. Because the big problem with Taunt Warrior decks is they don't have much in the form of card draw, so anything that interacts with Taunt minions and roll your cards, you will play. And this one buff and a draw, so not bulk up pool, will probably give the Taunt Warrior deck a bit of a boost. So good. Long trick, Shadow Moon, anything else we've missed. Self-see Scoundrel, discover a card in your opponent's deck, they roll theirs as well. Well, that's an interesting card because one of my favorite things to do in Hearthstone is play cards that draw both players' cards. Like, I remember this old card in Mage called Spellslinger, and boy, I had so much fun with that. So this is actually something similar. There was also that card. Trying to think that thing. There was a Yeti for 4 mana, and then you discovered 2 cards, and then you got one of them, and your opponent got the other one. Grifter. So this is a similar card. Very mini card, but I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah, is there anything else? Oh, here's another strictly beta. Strictly beta card. There was a vanilla 5/6 for 5 at one stage, and this just has an upside, so that is another strictly beta. There's kind of a lot of strictly beta cards these days. Burning Black Blade Acolyte. It's kind of like that. What was that stupid thing that did something similar? I think of that card now. Peon, you're gonna see a lot of it. Lot of it. Lot of it. Oh, Grim Patriot is back. That's fun. Indian Marauder may very well be another Res Priest card. Deathroyal cards cost 1 less. Will you play it? Probably. Crossroad Gossiper, where you played in Secret Mage? Probably not. There's already a Mage 4-drop that's a free that gets +2/+2 at end of turn, doesn't need to proc to gain that buff, so probably not worth playing. If a cultist, there used to be a 3-mana 2/4 taunt for Shaman that restored the health. I think it was full health on a battle cry, and this is only slightly worse card for all the classes, so this is another quite evident power creep scenario. So, yeah. Barrens will probably be a very good arena card. That should privateer, give you a weapon +1 attack. It used to be a 4-mana 5/4 pirate that did that, and probably be pretty good in Odd Rogue, and maybe if you budget Kingsman Rogue, you could maybe consider it, because it would probably be that weak. Samuel Initiative, it's a good card. Go play it. Venomous Scorpion, another good discover card. Boy. And it has poisonous, so it's like that 3-mana 2/3 beast, but it draws your card for 1 less power. When poisonous minions, the power couldn't be less relevant. Venomous Scorpion, probably gonna see a lot of it's probably gonna be a decent mage card. Probably gonna see a lot of play in Highlander decks, because Highlander decks typically want to play all the discover cards that is available to it. So yeah, pretty sick. To think Hunter has that dragon that is 3-mana 2/3 poisonous and discovers a dragon. This seems to be another quite evident power creep. Forward post has some fringe playability, because it's kinda hard to kill it for a long while, and every low drop you draw, your opponent draws while this is on play, gets the tax, so it's I think Forward Post is going to be a surprisingly good card. We'll point that out, and it won't do damage, but it's quite brutal bit of interaction. So Forward Post is a good Hearthstone card, but it takes a bit of skill, and noobs won't realize how good it is. So the Forward Post, I'll keep an eye on that, because making your opponent's cards more expensive is quite unique, and players may find out that will be surprisingly good. Mercenary, it's a 2-mana 3/2 that gets better than a map deck. Great. Visual Scout gives it an attack buff and on an immediate effect. Why would you want to trade with your own buff? So, a bit weird, but maybe you don't actually attack with the rush, maybe you just play it as a 2-mana card that needs all minutes you play after it +1 attacks, which could probably be fun. Righteous Thrasher, it's a 2-mana 2/3 with upside. It's probably going to be a great standard card, and probably going to be a good mage card as well. Can you play this in mage as a 4-mana 2/2 that deals 3 to the enemy hero? I don't know. Maybe. Talented Alchemist. Yeah, I don't know. That'll probably be alright. Not spectacular, but alright. 2-mana 2/2 Taunt, Toad of the Wilds. Battlecry, if you're holding a nature spell, gain 12. Nature spells being good spells. Probably be pretty good. 2-mana 2/4s. Pretty good. Kindling Elemental. It's an elemental. That makes your all elementals cost 1 less and is an elemental itself. Probably gonna be auto-included in all elemental decks ever. Alright, so yeah. Loads of strictly better versions of all cards in this set, and we're gonna have lots of fun. Okay, thank you guys. This has been my set review, and I hope you've enjoyed it.